Hi guys, welcome back to ToK today. My name's Daniel, and today we're going to look at essay number 4 for November 23, which says, is it problematic that knowledge can be shaped by the values of those who produce it? Before we get into that, you can get the notes from this video and really detailed guidance notes, 10 arguments guidance notes for this essay, and you can get questions for AI to ask AI about this essay so that you get good content for the essay. And you can get all of that over at toktoday.com. Please remember to hit like, bing, and subscribe, bing, because that will really help me out. Without any further ado, I'm going to pass over to Tom and Rita, who are going to help you with this essay.
Hey Tom, do you think that it is problematic that knowledge can be shaped by the values of knowledge producers?
Rita, can I discuss this with reference to any two areas of knowledge?
Right you are, Mr. Tom. I recommend that you choose two areas of knowledge that have good contrasting methodologies for the production of knowledge. You're going to be looking at the influence of values on the production of knowledge, and therefore the role of the knowledge producer will be crucial. If they have different roles, then you can contrast the influence of values. A typically good contrast might be between area of knowledge the arts and area of knowledge natural science.
So Rita, I'm thinking of value as referring to a deeply held belief or ethical perspective. I'll define it more precisely if that's required in the area of knowledge that I'm dealing with.
That's a good plan, Tom, but don't ignore the other 11 ToK concepts. This essay lends itself perfectly to the use of the 12 ToK concepts. We will look at 4 of those concepts in this video. However, in the essay guidance notes 10 arguments for essay number 4, we detail how 10 of the ToK concepts could be applied to essay number 4. Those guidance notes are available from ToKtoday.com.
Rita, students will need to define the term problematic or problem as it's at the center of the prescribed title. They may want to think about who is defining the proposal that it may be a problem, what type of a problem for whom, or what. They may also want to consider whether problems are universal or are they more context-bound?
So, Tom, you're asking them to problematize problems?
Well, ToK is thinking about thinking, or maybe it's knowing about knowing. Now I'm chuntering about chunter.
You've got it, spaceman. Let's move on to look at how 4 of the ToK concepts could be used to answer this prescribed title. Let's start with the ToK concept of interpretation. In any area of knowledge, the knowledge producer interprets many stages of the knowledge production process, including the object to be produced, the way in which it is to be produced, and the evidence arising from the method of production. The ways in which knowledge is produced varies according to the area of knowledge and knowledge producer, but it all includes interpretation. The important thing about interpretation is that it is informed by values. The values of the knowledge producer influence the way in which all stages of the knowledge production process are interpreted. This argument can be developed in various ways depending upon the area of knowledge chosen. Whether the interpretation of value-based knowledge is a problem or not depends upon a range of factors, such as the values held by the person who is interpreting the knowledge, the values of the context within which the knowledge is interpreted, and interpretation of the purpose of the knowledge and its alignment with the knower. We go into a lot more detail on this, including real-life examples, in the essay guidance notes available from ToKtoday.com.
Let's move on to look at the ToK concept of culture. Culture could be described as a set of values, interwoven with a system of symbols and meanings. As such, a fairly coherent argument can be developed that culture, and cultural values, influences the production of knowledge. Whether the influence of cultural values is a problem very much depends upon a wide range of issues, including the cultural alignment of the person who is defining the problem, the culturally defined purpose and value of the knowledge produced, and the resultant evolution of culture over time resulting from the knowledge produced.
Third up, we'll look at how we can use the ToK concept of evidence to answer PT number 4. The values of the knowledge producer can affect both the production, identification, and interpretation of evidence. That which is considered evidence is, arguably, very much influenced by the values of the person considering it. Different areas of knowledge place different emphases on the nature of evidence. Different types of knowledge constitute evidence in different ways according to the area of knowledge. As such, students who are writing this essay could contrast what evidence looks like in, for example, area of knowledge mathematics with what evidence looks like in area of knowledge the arts. Potentially, this is problematic in terms of the objectivity and purpose of the knowledge produced. Again, this will very much depend upon the values of the person who is making the judgment on whether it is problematic.
The final concept that we'll look at is justification. Arguably, values influence the justification for producing new knowledge, and then the justification for the use of that new knowledge. Such justification may be based upon the values of the knowledge producer, the institution to which they belong, the academic discipline that they are working in, or wider society. Values-based justification is potentially problematic for a range of reasons, including the hierarchical use of knowledge for the articulation of power, producing biased perspectives, and disregarding aspects of knowledge. In a typical ends versus means type argument, justification can lead to legitimization. If the values underpinning the justification are not shared by a large sector of society, the justification can be problematic at ethical, moral, and cohesive levels. Well, Rita, that's just a quick look at 4 of the concepts. There's so much to write about for this great essay title.
Yep, Tom, I found that very valuable.
Not a problem for me, Rita.
Uh-oh, this is now just too corny. Let's give this back to Daniel before we wear ourselves out.
Okay, thank you very much, Tom and Rita, for that comprehensive guide. So useful. So as I said before, you can get good notes from this video for free, and then you can get detailed guidance notes, 10 arguments with evaluation points and real life situations and all sorts of stuff, like over 10,000 words of that over at ToKtoday.com. We also have 25 questions that you can ask artificial intelligence like ChatGPT or Bard about this essay, and that will give you the specific and relevant content that you need for this essay. Please hit like, hit subscribe. I love subscribe, please. Thank you for watching today. I hope to see you on the next video. Stay ToKtastic and bye.